So this question is asking which of the following structures are an aldehyde? And as we went over this in the video, it's important to remember that an aldehyde is on a terminal carbon. That's what most students mess up on, is they forget that aldehyde has to be on a terminal carbon, so that means that the answer is A. And so for the second question, it's asking for the correct name of the structure below. And so we have a four carbon parent chain and then two alkyl branches. And so it's important to remember the numbering. That's what most students mess up on, is that you have to remember the numbering for the alkyl branches within the compound. And so it's important to remember also the prefix before methyl, because there are two of them. And so the answer to this is C. Okay, so this question is asking about which of the following compounds is an ester. And so it's important to remember the chemical formula for an ester, which is a double bonded O and then an O in between two carbon chains. And it has the suffix of -ate. And so this means that the chemical formula will have two O's and carbons on each side. And so that means that the answer is D. So for these paper 2 questions, the first one is asking what for a definition of hydrocarbon. And so we went over this in the video, but it is basically a carbon chain that is solely carbon and hydrogen, no other elements within it. And then for the second part, it says to give a general formula for alkanes, which is CnH2n plus 2. It is important to remember that it's asking for alkanes, not alkenes or alkynes, because that would give you a different formula. The third part of that is give the molecular formula for hexane. And so for that, you would just plug in 6 as N for the general formula, so it would be C6H14. And then for part B in that, each homogeneous series has its general own formula. State two characteristics of that. And so answers will vary on that, but answers can be that they would react the same or they would have same physical or chemical properties.